This morning, William Danny Mason et al., under heavy guard by security forces from the gang suppression unit, initially evaded our cameras and were taken into the courtroom of Chief Magistrate Anne Marie Smith, where their murder trial case was adjourned to January 18th. Attorney Dickie Bradley now represents Mason. His alleged accomplices, Ashton Vanegas of Camalote Village, and brothers Kieran and Terence Fernandez, as well as Ernest Henry Castillo, all of Roaring Creek Village, also appeared in court. The men are accused of the kidnapping and beheading of Pastor Llewellyn Lue and the kidnapping of businessman David Dodd and conspiracy to commit murder. Mason's wife, Melissa Ferguson, who is currently on bail for conspiracy to kidnapping, joined them today in court.
Today was only an adjourned date, and what was now agreed is that the prosecution, led by former suspended, now reinstated Prosecutor Chester Williams, ACP, is that there will be partial disclosure. We discussed this already with the Chief Magistrate, and an order was made that the prosecution is to provide partial disclosure in relation to this matter. Full disclosure by the time we have case management, which will be held on the 18th day of January next year.
The prosecution has just over 2 months to provide full disclosure to the attorneys for the defendants before a preliminary inquiry on February 1st, 2017. But will all relevant evidence be ready for submissions? Prosecutor and Assistant Commissioner of Police Chester Williams says yes, despite awaiting the results of a DNA test.
We're moving ahead with the matter. We're still awaiting certain things that we have sent abroad for testing. And as soon as those evidence that we have sent abroad for testing comes back, then the DPP will be able to have a better appreciation of the file, and then we'll move forward from there.
No, sir, is this case receiving special consideration, special treatment? Because we've heard, for example, that international investigators might also be recruited.
Well, I cannot speak to that. I know I am handling the matter with William Mason et al. Charged for murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and conspiracy. And that's the matter I'm dealing with today in respect to any special investigator. That's a matter that will be dealt with by the AG Ministry and probably the DPP office.
Are you confident that you will be able to have the full disclosure on time? We know that the DNA testing is very expensive. It has always been a bridge too far for the Belize Police Department.
Well, we are hoping that by the date of case management, we can have the results for those things that we have sent abroad. But if we do not have it, then the law does make provision that at the PI, the prosecution can give notice of additional evidence to the defense, and we should still be able to move forward from there.
At the preliminary inquiry and based on what is disclosed, the Chief Magistrate will determine if the accused will be committed to stand trial at the Supreme Court. So following the house cleaning today, Attorney Bradley says that other charges against his clients will be dealt with in the Belmopan jurisdiction.
In relation to the allegation that there was some attempt to kidnap a Mennonite, that supposedly took place in the Belmopan jurisdiction, so that remains in Belmopan. So today was to say this is an adjourned date, but when we come back to court, we need to know what is happening. So Jules, today, and decision was made by the Chief Magistrate to say to the prosecution, make disclosure available.
Duane, Moody for News 5.